Welcome to an international celebration of spiritual living, a joining of two communities, one in Barbados and the other in the United States of America, who gather each week to celebrate spiritual living together. This service is presented by Centers for Spiritual Living Joyful Heart Teaching Center and Centers for Spiritual Living Barbados Teaching Chapter. These two congregations are bound by a shared commitment to the truth that we are all expressions of the one life that lives through everything. Whether you're joining us live on Sunday at 6 in the evening Eastern Time, or catching the replay Monday at 8 in the evening Eastern Time on New Thought Media Network, you are part of this circle now. Every week brings something new, a new teaching, a new experience, a new invitation into deeper presence. So settle in, open your heart, and let's celebrate together.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, we are so grateful that you're here with us. Welcome. Welcome to our International Sunday service. Here we are a teaching of science of mind that combines philosophy, religion, and science. We're a spiritual community that lovingly embraces all. We celebrate diversity through the practice of science of mind. Our teachings and our principles are there for the betterment of each individual and the oneness of us all. So thank you for spending your time here with us. And we are live, and we'd love for you to put some comments in there. If you're watching live with us, we'd love to hear from you. Know that we appreciate and love you right where you are, as you are. Absolutely magnificent. And we always get started with some music. So before we dive into our topic and have our wonderful Sonia give us this spectacular message, let's start with some music. We're going to listen to Daniel Namon. And the first song today is My Soul Remembers.
My soul remembers your voice when all I hear is frustration and doubt. My soul remembers your grace when the hurt is searing as a desert. Still I never go without. My soul remembers. My soul remembers your touch when my body yearns to be cradled like a child. My soul remembers your strength when a heavy burden's weighing on me. I am sheltered all the while, sheltered all the while, whether at war or at peace, awake or asleep, whether I'm walking the streets or diving the ocean deep, whether it's winter or spring, whether I cry or sing. Oh, my soul remembers. My soul remembers your power when I fear I cannot do what must be done. My soul remembers your mercy, blessing the deepest doubt I harbor with the heat of the sun, with the kiss of the sun, whether at war or at peace, awake or asleep, whether I'm walking the streets or dive in the ocean deep, whether it's winter or spring, whether I cry or sing, oh, my soul remembers. Oh, my soul
Yes, the soul does remember. And what a blessing it is to remember who and whose we are. And even more so, the purpose of why we're here. And I know that Sonia's going to go into that a little bit more. I want to just mention I am Reverend Gina. I didn't mention that at the top of our show. I just want to say, we are here to be and represent the oneness throughout the world. And I'm here in Rhode Island in the US, and we're blessed to have Candace joining us from St. Lucia. Sonia's from Barbados, and we are here to represent everyone. So by all means, there's information right in the tab down the bottom, wherever you're watching this. If you'd like to be part of this celebration, whether it's doing a prayer or reading with a message, let me know. Reach out to us, send us an email. We'd love to represent wherever you're living, wherever you're celebrating from. So thank you for being here with us. So back into the soul, right here where we are. Let's go back within and let's remember. What we do is affirmative prayer. And I just invite you to accept these words as your own. I know there is only one infinite presence. It is love and peace, harmony, oneness. It is all that there is, was, and ever will be. It's the stars in the sky. It is that beautiful ocean. It is every bird, every flower, everyone. There is nowhere spirit is not. And that includes me. I am that infinite, beautiful, loving presence. I am that peace and joy. I am. And as I know it of me, I know it of each one. And I know that this service is blessed. I know that as we come together, we celebrate the oneness. We remember that each one is my brother. Each one is my sister. That anyone I speak to, I am looking in the eyes of divine. And I remember. So this is a celebration of diversity, a celebration of the freedom to choose how I think, how I act, what I say, what I do. And I know that in this celebration, all is well. That each one gets the inspiration that is necessary. That each one is blessed. So filled with gratitude for the perfect unfoldment, I celebrate it. I call it not just good, but amazing. I say thank you and set it free. And so it is. And now we have our spiritual reading, and I am going to bring in Candace Nolan, who is a religious science practitioner in St. Lucia. And she is based out of the OM Center remotely in Santiago. And she is representing a new corner of the world for us. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Candace.
It's my pleasure. The reading for today is from This Thing Called Life by Ernest Holmes. He says, "Here is all the freedom one could ask for, and all the freedom that the divine mind itself could possibly have given us. The freedom to act as an individual, the freedom to give full rein to our creative imagination, the freedom to do this, at least temporarily, in such a way as to produce discord instead of harmony. And more importantly, the freedom to produce harmony instead of chaos." And so it is.
And so it's got to be. Beautiful friend Marva from Barbados always says that. And it really is a beautiful addition to it when we remember that we claim it, and it is so. Thank you, Candace, so much. Those beautiful words. And now I get the privilege. I'm going to play a song first, but soon I'm going to introduce Sonia. I get excited. I can't wait for the message. We're going to play a song by Ricky Byers, and it is "We Let It Be." So I invite you to just take a breath and relax into this beautiful song.
And to all humanity,
Yes, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. Whew. So thank you. Thank you to Ricky Byers, and thank you for that beautiful song choice, Sonia. And I'm going to introduce our beloved speaker today. Sonia is my partner in crime, and she is the one that has partnered with me to let's get this started so that we have that representation out in the world in a brighter and bigger way. The two of us have committed to this, but I know that there are so many more that are going to be here in power with this, knowing that the oneness of the world is being celebrated. Sonia is the director of the Barbados CSL Barbados teaching chapter, and an amazing woman who I met through her willingness to serve. She is definitely a gift, and I am looking forward to your beautiful topic, which is a continuation of freedom from last week, the purpose of freedom, stepping into your global impact. So thank you, Sonia. I'm going to hand it to you. And
thank you, Reverend Gina. It's a pleasure to be here. Today, I speak on the topic, the purpose of freedom, stepping into your global impact. I would like to greet all of you wherever you are around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And wherever you're tuning in from across this beautiful planet, I greet you from the sacred space in the Caribbean Sea, where the Caribbean Sea meets the Atlantic, where the warmth of Barbados and St. Lucia embraces the spirit of Rhode Island, USA. And I greet you, colleagues, spiritual family, fellow travelers on this journey of ever-expanding consciousness, reaching out from every corner of the globe. Last Sunday, we celebrated freedom. We declared it, we breathed it, we claimed it as our birthright, and oh, what a celebration it was. But this evening, something deeper calls. After Reverend Gina's message, I asked myself, what am I free from? Today, I must ask the next question. The question that takes us from liberation to transformation. What am I free for? As we hear in the Caribbean say, trouble don't set up like rain. You can't always see what's coming. But when freedom comes, when it truly arrives, you know it. And when you know it, you must decide what to do with it. Freedom without purpose is a ship without a sail. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, taught us something profound about the nature of freedom. He wrote, "The seed of freedom must be hid within the shell of the human. But like the prodigal son, man must make the great discovery for himself." Notice that word, discovery. Freedom is not given, it is discovered. It is uncovered. It is realized. And here is the truth that changes everything. Freedom is not a destination. It is a vehicle. We are also taught in Science of Mind that freedom is an inner experience. Every person inherently possesses the potential ability to free themselves from the bondage of fear, anxiety, and limitation. But once that bondage is broken, once the chains of fear and limitation are dissolved, then what? What do we do with this spaciousness? What do we fill it with? I am reminded of a Bajan saying, hard ears, you want hair, own way, you won't feel. When we refuse to listen to the deeper wisdom within us, when we cling to freedom without purpose, we end up feeling our way through confusion. We wander, we drift, we become like a ship that has broken free from its moorings but has no destination, drifting, drifting, drifting on an endless ocean. My friends, you were not free to drift, you were free to sail. Now I speak to you from a place that knows something about freedom. Barbados in the Caribbean knows the weight of chains. We know the cost of liberation, and we know that freedom means nothing if it is not shared. Here in the Caribbean, freedom has never been a solitary affair. Our ancestors understood that every bush is a man, every person has value, every voice matters, every soul contributes to the whole. Our freedom was won together through struggle and song, through prayer and perseverance, and that freedom was not an ending, it was a beginning. In Barbados, we celebrate the great festival of harvest and emancipation, and it is not merely a party. Crop over is a remembrance. It symbolizes the liberation of the human spirit, empowerment, and creativity. It is a living testament to the truth that when a people are free, they must create, they must build, they must express the fullness of who they are. That is the Caribbean feeling I want to share with you today. Freedom that creates, freedom that builds, freedom that sings. Freedom that reaches across oceans to say to our brothers and sisters in Rhode Island, in Africa, in Europe, in Asia, in Australia, we are one. Your freedom is my freedom. Your purpose is my purpose. This brings me to the heart of Saints of Mind teaching. Ernest Holmes gave us a prayer for world peace that I want to share with you. I know there is but one mind, which is the mind of God, in which all people live and move and have their being. I know there is a divine pattern for humanity, and within this pattern there is infinite harmony and peace, cooperation, unity, and mutual helpfulness. Do you hear that? One mind, not many minds competing, not many minds divided, not many minds fighting for supremacy. One mind, one divine pattern, one infinite unity. I would also like to share with you from the teachings of Science of Mind that the one mind of humankind, being one with the mind of God, shall discover the method, the way, and the means best fitted to permit the flow of divine love between individuals and nations. And that's what we're doing here, building community on an international scale. Our purpose, my friends, to be conduits of divine love, to let freedom flow through us, not as a possession, but as a current that connects Barbados to the rest of the world, a current that connects this broadcast to every nation watching, and connects your heart to mine across every distance. I know that because divine mind has created all, we are bound together in one infinite and perfect unity. Bound together, not separated, not isolated. Bound together, connected, we are one. And what this means for our purpose, it means that your freedom is not complete until it serves the whole. Your liberation is not realized until it lifts someone else. Your purpose is not fulfilled until it contributes to the divine pattern for all humanity. From this individual freedom to global service, I'm going to tell you a story. There once was a woman in Barbados who yearned for many years for her own freedom. Freedom from worry, freedom from lack, freedom from the weight of the past. And one day in her prayer time, she heard a small voice. You are free. Now who will you serve? She didn't understand at first. She thought freedom meant finally resting, finally relaxing, finally taking care of her own needs. But that voice persisted. Freedom is not hoarding, it is sharing. And so she began to reach out, and that reaching out brought her into sanctuaries for spiritual living. And through that, she began to speak words of encouragement to those who were still bounded by fear. She shared her story of liberation with anyone who would listen. And something miraculous happened. The more she gave her freedom away, the more freedom she experienced. This is the spiritual law as taught by Ernest Holmes. We discover freedom not by holding on to it, but by using it. We realize our freedom not by guarding it, but by giving it. There's a saying in the islands, cat luck ain't dog luck. What works for one may not work for another. But here is what works for all: service. Here's what works for every soul: purpose. Here's what works for every nation, every culture, every spiritual tradition: love in action. There are 3 gifts of purposeful freedom. What then does freedom for something look like? I'm going to offer you 3 gifts that purposeful freedom brings. First, purposeful freedom gives us clarity. When you know what you're free for, the noise of the world grows quiet. The distractions fade. The temptation to return to old patterns lose their power. It is here that, and I'm going to share with you from the teachings again of Ernest Holmes, the highest realization that we can have is a recognition of omnipresence of spirit. This sets in motion greater possibilities and will automatically provide a larger concept of life. Purpose clarifies. Purpose centers. Purpose calls us to our highest selves. The second gift, purposeful freedom, gives us courage. When you know why you are free, you're no longer afraid of what freedom costs. You're willing to speak truth. You're willing to stand for justice. You will reach across divides. And according to Ernest Holmes, freedom comes to the individual from understanding the laws of his own life and conforming to them. When you understand that your purpose is aligned with the divine, you walk with a courage that nothing can shake. And the third gift I leave with you. Purposeful freedom gives us connection. When you know what you're free for, you discover that you're free with others. You're not alone in your purpose. You're part of a global family, a worldwide fellowship of souls that have heard the same call. All good things belong to all alike. Your purpose is my purpose. My freedom is your freedom. We are one. To all of my colleagues joining us from around the world, from every continent, every time zone, every spiritual tradition, I want to speak to you directly. You're not just watching a broadcast, you're participating in a movement. You're not receiving a message, you are the message. You're not hearing about freedom, you are freedom. Freedom for the world. Holmes has taught us that the ultimate goal of life to be complete freedom from all discord of every nature. But that freedom is not for our private enjoyment. It is for our public service. It is for our collective healing. It is for the redemption of this beautiful, broken, glorious world. When you leave this broadcast today, I want you to ask yourself one question. What am I free for? Not what I am free from. You already know that. You're free from fear. You're free from limitation. You are free from the bondage of old thinking. But what are you free for? Are you free to love more deeply? Are you free to serve more fully? Are you free to create more boldly? Are you free to forgive more completely? Are you free to build bridges where walls have stood? Are you free to speak peace where conflict has grown? This is my purpose. This is how you and I can make a global impact. I think this is why you are here. This is why I am here. Not just in this broadcast, but on this planet at this time. And as Holmes had wrote in one of his daily meditations, and I quote, I was born free and must always remain free. The realization of freedom permeates my whole being and sinks into the innermost parts of me. I love it, I adore it, I accept it. And then use it. Use it for the healing of the world. Use it for the upliftment of humanity. Use it for the glory of the one mind that connects us all. My friends, go from this place knowing that you're free, what you're free for. Go knowing that your purpose is global, your impact is eternal, and your freedom is the gift you give to the world. There is a local saying here in Barbados, never eat and forget. Never receive freedom and forget to share. Never experience liberation and forget to liberate others. Never know the joy of purpose and forget to call others into theirs. We are one mind. We are one purpose. We are freedom, flowing from Barbados, St. Lucia, to Rhode Island, and to every corner of this beautiful earth. Blessings to you all. Shalom. Namaste. And in the words of the late Bob Marley, one love. Here ends my talk for today. I'll turn you back over to Reverend Gina.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much for a beautiful message. And I definitely will keep that in mind this week. What am I free for? So what am I doing with it? Not just that I am and the blessing that it is, but what am I doing with it? I love that. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Reverend.
And thank you for being with us. You are a blessing, and we love you. I don't have to know your name to appreciate you. If you're hearing this message, love is shining from me, from Sonia, from Candace to you. So thank you for being here with us today. And I know that each one of us received something that we needed. Each one of us, as we take in the good, it helps us to remember who and whose we are. Letting go of everything else. I know that I am blessed because of this message and because of you and the presence here that you've given. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of it. And I know that this day is blessed. And that as we move through our week, remembering what I am free for, the next right step appears in beautiful ways. And the world is better for it. So knowing the blessings are already present and being revealed more and more in every day, in every way, I celebrate it and I give thanks. I say amen, and so it is. Thank you for being here with us and celebrating. Thank you for knowing truth with us. And our final song is a fun one. It is Eddie Watkins Jr. And it is, I am the place where God shows up. So yes, you are. Remember that. You may be the only holy words someone is experiencing today or this week. Be that kindness, be that compassion. Use that freedom wisely. I love you and I'm grateful that you're here. Blessings and love. Namaste.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. I am the place where God. You are the place. Moves and breathes and has we are the place where God shows up.
Thanks for watching our International Celebration of Spiritual Living. Join us again next week. Presented by Centers for Spiritual Living, Joyful Heart Teaching Center, and Centers for Spiritual Living Barbados Teaching Chapter. In partnership with New Thought Media Network.